Hello there, welcome to Kitchen Flavors with Marilla. This episode here, I am outside today, so Kitchen Flavors with Marilla is not in the kitchen. So welcome here. I'm happy that you've joined me. I hope that you're having a great day. So why not zest up or enhance your dishes with something really cool and quick and easy. Got tongue-tied there for a minute, sorry. Why not try to just up your game a little bit with a very simple little thing that we're going to do. So I'm going to share that with you in a minute, but thank you for joining me here today. If you've caught the live or if you're catching the replay, feel free to shout out to me, say hi in the comments, or just tell me where you're watching from. Always enjoy getting back to you guys afterwards, so feel free to say hi. It's great to have you here. So if you haven't met me before, my name's 𝐅r𝐞s𝐡, and here on my business page and also on Instagram, I do a lot of videos and recipes and things like that, cooking videos, teaching and showing you how to use some really healthy, quality, organic food options that have lots of flavor, good quality ingredients, and good quality spices and organics. So I'm from I'm with a direct sales company that offers a lot of these. So if you have any interest in anything that I'm talking about in the line of spices and extracts, please feel free to reach out to me. So for the month of May, we're focusing on May garden delights. So we've done a few things. You can scroll back and have a look. And then today we're doing something really simple. This is going to be a quick live, probably. What I usually do Wednesdays and Thursdays is I just kind of go through how to make the dish, give you the ingredients. We just talk about it, have a chat, go through some of the ingredients, and go through, you know, some of the health benefits of the dish that we're making. So this is a spread. Yeah, I've named it herbed garlic butter spread. Super easy. You could use it in so many different ways. So have you done that? I'm sure we all have, but this is just adding a little bit of twist. I've done garlic butter before, but this is adding some herbs and spices into it. You can change it up for whatever you're putting it on. So I thought it was kind of cool. So let me know in the comments what you think about that, or if you've tried something like that. So we'll go through the ingredients, and of course the first one is going to be your unsalted butter. You want to make sure that you're using unsalted butter and that you're using a really good high quality butter. You don't want to get a butter that's got additives in it. Some of them have palm oil, I noticed lately. So I mean, I'm spending a little bit more on my butter, but butter I use sparingly anyway, so I'd rather buy the best. So we'll talk a little bit more about that a little later on in the live, about butter, so a couple things. And then you're going to need 1/4 cup of a chopped herb of your choice. I'm using a combo. You can use whatever you want. So I'm going to use basil, fresh basil, and also fresh chives from my garden. So they came up early this year, of course, and that'll just get chopped up, and we're going to put those in with our butter and some really nice basil. I didn't have any basil in my garden yet, but in the summer I thought this dish you can use in the summer. Super nice to have on like your bread, whatever. So, and then also we're going to add in some other spices to this. So you want to add in some salt. So you want to put in a really high quality, either a sea salt or this is a Himalayan salt. And we have both of those with the company that I'm in. So they're really nice and high quality. So add in a really nice salt that you like, and one that's got some health benefits. Sea salt is great. 1/4 teaspoon of organic garlic powder. I just thought, you know what, you could add in any kind of spices that you want to your butter, right? You could add in some crushed red pepper if you wanted to make it a little bit of heat. But I chose organic garlic powder. So you can put 1/4 teaspoon in with your 1/2 cup of butter. And then of course our famous black pepper that is super amazing. I love this. Our company has an amazing award, gold medal for the highest quality pepper. So reach out to me if you're interested in that. But you want a really good high quality pepper when you're cooking. It just makes the world of difference with the taste. Some of the peppers that you get, like Dollarama or just buy anywhere, they have fillers in them that are actually wood chips that are edible. So you have to be careful. And that's the ones that make you sneeze. Our pepper doesn't make you sneeze. So that's our simple ingredients. Just go over them again. Your unsalted butter, fresh herbs, 1/4 cup, a teaspoon of some kind of salt, sea salt or Himalayan salt, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, organic. I'm using a organic one, and an organic teaspoon of organic black ground pepper. So those are the simple ingredients. I've got some notes here. If I'm looking down, bear with me, and I'm outside, so I'm hoping that things don't blow around, and I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. So we're going to just go through how to make it. You would just blend the softened butter with the fresh herbs and your sea salt, your pepper, and any other spices that you might want to add, the garlic powder, and just put it in a food processor, or you could use a hand mixer if you want. I'm going to use a tiny little food processor that I just got, and I got it from my 𝐅r𝐞s𝐡, and I'm loving it. It's really handy. So just put those in, and then you just spoon the butter mixture onto a piece of wax paper or a plastic wrap or parchment paper, and form like just a little log shape with your butter. Okay, and just roll it up, and then seal the ends, twist them at the ends, and just put it in the refrigerator. So you probably want to refrigerate for at least an hour or so, a couple hours before this, okay? And it just allows the flavors to blend by refrigerating it, and so it just helps, congeal it all together. So you want to put that into the fridge for a while. So tips for making this. I would say it's best to use real butter. Don't use margarine, of course, or anything like that. And you can try different combinations of herbs. Like you could use like fresh dill, you could use thyme, oregano, anything like that to make the recipe your own, or to make it like a favorite for yourself of something that you might like. So home chefs love butter. They call it compound butter or butter spread to add flavors to like potatoes. So you could try this in a recipe of mashed potatoes, just a dollop of it, right? It's a really good recipe to use up extra garden herbs that you have, and you can just simply freeze your butter so that you can have a taste of summer in the days ahead, like for the fall and the winter, so you can make some ahead. So it can last up to 2 weeks in the refrigerator the way it is, but if you want to freeze it, that's okay too. You can freeze it for up to 2 months. You can freeze the butter into small cubes if you want. You could put it into like an ice cube tray, dollop the butter with the herbs and that into an ice cube tray, and then just thaw it out before using it. So I thought those were some handy tips that I found. So any variations. So like you could add, like I said before, fresh garlic cloves to make it like a homemade garlic herb butter. But I added the garlic powder because easy peasy, right? You could add like a zest of lime, or a zest of orange, with your little grater to add in a really different flavor to your butter. Orange, lime, lemon, whatever, to add it into the mix would be nice. Or you can try adding like some different spices to it, like what I mentioned before. You might have like a lemon pepper blend that you want to add instead of regular pepper. Our company has that. We have so many different. We have a garlic and herb spice that we could add into it. You could add in thyme, you could add in whatever. You could use different herbs and then beef it up with other spices that you can add to it to make it just your favorite spice, to make your favorite butter that you're going to add to anything, really. So how could we use this spread? Well, we could use it in your favorite veggie dishes, dollop on the top when you're baking it. You could put it on the top of a steak after you've cooked it, just to let it seep into the steak while your steak is resting. I've done that a lot. I love steak cooked on the barbecue or in the oven, and then you just add a little bit of butter on the top. It just makes the steak the best. Turkey, salmon would be great. on your baked potato. You could use it on a foil pack of a meat dish, like on the barbecue, just, you know, wrap up in foil, your veggies. You could use it as like on a bruschetta, a piece of, you know, crusty bread, rolls, fresh veggies, anything like that. So I hope that you'll get some value out of this, and I hope that you'll enjoy making it. And I hope that this video came through okay. I don't think, for some reason, my option to stream to my group is gone. It didn't work today, so I'll have to maybe share that later. But anyways, thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope that you try the butter and watch for my little micro video when I make it. Bye for now. Take care.